So this video is going to be about proper coiling in every single type of strike, no matter what it is, whether it's a punch or a kick. I'll use those two as good examples. I'll use the side kick, the roundhouse kick, and just the standard boxing cross. I'll also show the uppercut and Wing Chun, standard Wing Chun straight punch as a couple of examples. These are all very good ways of understanding coiling through these strikes. So first off, this website, I want to credit them. I don't know them, but thank you very much for posting this. It's very easy to understand. Horizontal and straight lines is all about coiling their equal and opposite forces. You need to combine them both equally in order to unlock your striking potential. Let me show you. Okay, so let me use the roundhouse kick first, because this is where I first had to learn about coiling. When you are throwing your roundhouse kick, oftentimes a mistake that even advanced martial artists will make is, you lift up and then you turn. But they see it as two separate things. They lift and then they stop lifting and they turn, which oftentimes leads to your kick looking like this. Gosh, it's like my muscle memory is making it hard to even do it wrong. Your kicks often land low. They don't clear the shoulder if you're going for a head kick, and there's no power in them whatsoever. Now let me show you a difference. When you're coiling, you want both the upwards and the horizontal energy at the same time. So as you turn your hip, you simply maintain the rising energy. Let me show you one more time. I know it's kind of hard to spot the difference. This is me doing it wrong. Lift, turn, versus lifting and turning. So the theory is a coil goes in this way, right? Well, so it's going up and around. If you stop the upwards energy when you start going around, you're just getting a spin. And using punches, for example, if you just spin, it's a very weak punch. Getting to the cross. You want to lift and turn, right? But you keep lifting as you're turning. The lifting energy becomes turning energy. It feeds into the turning energy. That's the best way of describing it in simple terms. It feeds into it. Now you don't just have to coil outwards. You can coil inwards as well. Hence the Wing Chun example and the uppercut example. You're doing the same thing. Upwards while turning. Not upwards and then turning. That's weird. Upwards while turning. You can do it outward with the cross or inward with the uppercut. Same thing, you can do it outwards with the roundhouse kick or inwards with the Wing Chun strike. Okay, now for the side kick, same exact concept. Going up while turning. If I go up and then turn, I can't even do the side kick wrong. God damn it, muscle memory, you're screwing up my video because I can't do it wrong. Up, turning, not very powerful. Not much reach, not much height. But if I go upwards while turning, the upwards energy feeds into the turning energy. This is proper coiling. So in simple terms, remember, just don't stop the upwards energy. Make the upwards energy turn into the turning sideways energy. Vertical, horizontal, opposites. Combine them at the same time. This one's pretty simple. You'll learn this. Trainers will call it an advanced concept. I don't think that's true. It's pretty simple. You can also coil downwards, but you still have to push upwards somewhere. I'll use the Bagua or White Crane slapping strikes, where you slap downwards like this, very powerful palm strike despite the look of it. To coil the downward strike, you're simply going to be pushing upwards off the lead leg, which will alternatively, if you twist the right way, result in the opposite hip moving downwards and the rest of your body following. If you're wondering why your downward strikes, like the slapping palm strike or the elbow, is lacking power, it's because you're not coiling downwards. Right? So you push off the opposite leg, push upwards, which will transfer into downwards force. The slap strike, the elbow strike. You do this, you're pushing off the lead leg, right? Which causes your body to shift this way, downwards onto your back leg, or vice versa if you're doing it with your lead hand. Push up, with your back leg, which will transfer into downwards energy on the opposite side. The spear elbow is no different. The drop elbow, the spear elbow. Downwards coiling is applicable as well.
What are we doing? Why did we do this when we fucked up our trigger?